Discussions about violence in movies tend to center around the morality of violence, whether or not the characters use violence to achieve positive or negative goals. Many films, such as superhero movies, can skirt this issue if characters are portrayed as undeniably good and their victims are seen as undeniably evil. Often, films that are branded as ultra-violent either present main characters who do violence for evil intentions or create scenarios that muddy our conventional moral codes. But imagine if violence wasn't about morality at all. What if a film focused not on judging the use of violence on screen, but on the act of violence itself? This is what we find in Bronson. In the film, violence is not a tool for good or bad, but a tool to achieve fame. Charles Bronson's singular fixation is to be famous, a goal he achieves by becoming the most dangerous prisoner in Britain. Most of the fights he gets into lack any specific goal or provocation.
What do you want?
What have you got?
In fact, he often loses the fights that he gets into. As is shown at the end of the film, violence, to Bronson, is an artistic expression of himself, a personal performance more than an imposition of his will onto others.
What is it you want now?
Music.
Few movies get to the heart of investigating the act of violence itself. Action movies especially rely on stereotyped behaviors and characters to separate good guys from bad and present an oversimplified view of the world. In Bronson, the depiction of violence as a personal expression avoids the question of morality altogether. The quote-unquote hero is simultaneously glorified and ridiculed, having a meticulously sculpted, muscular body, while also shown raving, nude, covering himself in excrement, and willing to fight dogs for money. He is both Achilles and Thersites. Bronson shows the true face of violence, unspoiled by the trappings of ethics and morality. Violence is beautiful and ugly, a dance and a brutality, a sport to some, and a life to others.